Uncover the hidden world of political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go.
Go White Sox. Hey, everyone. It's your favorite political innovator, David Washington. And boy, do I have a good one for you today. Ever wish you had a crystal ball, especially around the election time for all us politicals? You see the polls, you hear the experts, but you know things can change in a flash. One news story, one big debate, and everything can get turned upside down. Today, we're going to talk about a new kind of crystal ball, an AI tool that's changing the game of prediction. We're exploring the old way of guessing election outcomes and then jump into a fascinating new method I researched brought to you by Profit Arena. Now, this is not an endorsement of Profit Arena and its AI. However, I was researching over the weekend and I really love what they put together. So it's a completely different approach, and it might just be the key to more accurately predicting who will win your next local election. Here we go. So, the old way, baking a cake from the 1980s recipe. So, how do experts usually try to predict an election? For a long time, they've used something called a regression model. Here at JW, we use regression models. Now, that sounds fancy, but let's make it very simple. Imagine a regression model is like baking a recipe for a cake. The ingredients are all the data points from the past. Who won the last election? How many people in this neighborhood are registered as Democrat or Republican? What's the average age and income? You mix all these old ingredients together, put them in the oven, and the recipe predicts you'll get a chocolate cake. I love chocolate. But what's the problem? The recipe is old. It doesn't know that today you don't have sugar, you have honey. It doesn't know that your oven is running hot. It doesn't know that people's tastes have changed and maybe they want a lemon cake this year. So, in politics, this means old models use old data. They can't react to what's happening right now. They miss the buzz, the sudden shifts in what voters are feeling today. That's why we often see predictions get it wrong. The recipe was good for yesterday, not for tomorrow. So, the new way, a live cooking show. Okay, so if the old way is a dusty recipe book, the new way is like watching a live interactive cooking show. This is where Profit Arena's AI enters the picture. Instead of just looking at old ingredients, Profit Arena's AI watches the whole show as it happens in real time. It sees everything. What is the show? It's the real world. What's happening right now? Profit Arena is a live test for AI systems. It gives them real world questions about the future, like who will win the Orlando mayoral race, and sees how well they can predict the outcome. Here's the brilliant part: the AI can't cheat. It can't cheat. With the old cake recipe, a model could just memorize old election results and ace the test without really understanding anything. Profit Arena uses events, that haven't happened yet. So the AI has to actually think and reason. The AI actually has to think and reason. And that's what these AI systems are built for. It looks at everything: news reports, social media chatter, and most importantly, prediction markets. What are prediction markets? So, prediction markets are, let's see, okay, so prediction markets, think of them as a stock market for events. That's it. People bet real money on what they think will happen. This tells you what people truly believe because they have skin in the game. It's not just a casual poll answer, it's a financial commitment. So Profit Arena's AI takes all this live data, the news, the buzz, the real money bets, and uses powerful AI to make a prediction. And because it's always live, its predictions can change and adapt as the real world changes. Therefore, your local election, a photo versus a movie. Let's bring this home to a local election. Say, for instance, our local county commission races. The old regression model, our cake recipe, will give you a photograph. It would look at poll data from 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago, and voter registration numbers from last year. It's a static snapshot of a moment in time. With the Profit Arena AI, our live cooking show gives you a live movie. It sees the photo from 2 weeks ago, but it also sees the local news debate that has just happened last night. It sees a sudden spike in online conversations about a particular candidate. It sees that in the prediction markets, people are suddenly putting more money on the underdog. The AI in Profit Arena can even explain why it's making its prediction. You don't get that too often in polling. It might say, my confidence in, say, candidate Smith just went up by 10% because of positive sentiment in local news coverage over the last 3 hours. This isn't just about data. It's about understanding the pulse of the community right now. It gives us a clearer, more dynamic, and more honest picture of what's happening. It's the difference between guessing and truly understanding. So, my fellow politicals, candidates and electeds, and those interested in politics, why this matters for you. So, again, what's the big takeaway? Predicting the future will never be perfect. But with tools like the Profit Arena AI, we're getting a whole lot smarter. We're moving away from old, rigid recipes and toward a live, dynamic understanding of the world. This is about more than just winning a bet. It's about making better decisions. When we have a more reliable sense of the future, our leaders can plan better, businesses can invest smarter, and we as citizens can be more informed. We are leaving the age of the static photograph and entering the era of the live movie. And that gives us a much better seat to watch the future unfold. I hope you enjoyed this specific episode of Countertop Politics. I'm your favorite political innovator. We just talked about innovation with a wonderful AI created by Profit Arena. If you enjoyed what you heard and what you saw, please let your friends, family members, influencers in the wild, those candidates and electeds that you know, please share this with them. I'll have the Profit Arena X account information and their website in the comments section, or even better, in the description section. Make it a little bit easier for you, so you could do your own homework, right? But please share this with those individuals who you believe can benefit from this information, and comment, please. I'd love to hear what you have to say, especially on this topic. With all the AI that's happening in our world, this is phenomenal, particularly in politics and where we want to innovate, where we want to change things for the better for our community. I'm David Washington. This is Countertop Politics. Please enjoy our other content across all of our socials. And I really love doing this, as you can see. All right. God bless. I love you. We'll see you the next time on Countertop Politics.